Okay, let me see if the stream is starting now. Oh, okay. Alright, it looks like it started correctly. Hello everyone, and welcome to another Sunrise of Sound Strawberry Hill Studio community stream. I am very excited to be able to get the chance to host this again. Yeah, we have a lot of super exciting stuff that we're going to announce. Let me see if there's anybody who requested to join at this moment. Not yet. Well, welcome to everyone. Welcome to everyone watching the stream. It's very exciting to be here. Okay, I can probably just get into announcements now. Let me see if I can actually share my screen here. Okay. Are people able to see the website that I am currently looking at? Oh, okay. We have a new person in the stream. Hello. Welcome in. Would you like to maybe introduce ourselves to our audience of viewers, and just like talk a little bit about yourself, how you found out about Strawberry Hill, or just any creative projects that you're up to? I will stop sharing the screen right now.
You speaking to me?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, my name is Bobby, and my friend Mike Nixon sent me the invite yesterday, and I figured I would try it out. I haven't done any voice work yet.
Yeah, it's very nice to have you here, and also like,
Thank you.
yeah, even if like you're just like I've said on other streams, even if someone is just like you should, I feel like you should never call yourself an aspiring voice actor, which is something that we discussed, because like even if you were just like starting out by doing things like fan projects, or just like, you know, practicing voice acting in your room or something, and nobody has seen it yet, you're still doing a thing that you love and engaging with it, and you have goals and dreams related to it. So
Right.
you can call your, so like, yeah, be proud of the voice acting work that you do,
Right.
not just aspiring.
Right. Right.
Okay, I think for the stream, it's not currently showing the thing that is screen sharing for the Zoom. I'm not sure about that, but I'll try to get that fixed.
Okay.
Looks like someone else is coming into the stream.
Mm.
Hello, it's so nice to see you. Would you like to introduce yourself to our viewers?
I'm from Oshawa, Ontario, and I've been practicing voiceover since 2023 or 2022, and I built my recording studio since 2021. And I went to Criminal Color twice when I was around 9, 11 years old. And then I went to Anime Club when I was 16 years old. And I'm in Convention Center every year since I was 21. But I didn't get a chance to practice cold reading every 24 hours. I was supposed to go practice for an hour or less, but 10 minutes is more than enough.
Yeah.
Or 20 actually.
Yeah, any practice that you can get. Yeah, I can definitely relate to the anime thing, because I think I probably mentioned this on stream before, but I am currently the president of my anime club at UC Berkeley, and we have a convention that we hold every year on UC Berkeley campus, and we're having like some really amazing voice acting guests at that this time around, and I'm very excited because we're gonna have panels that like showcase all the amazing things about voice acting, and I'm very happy to be able to share the love with fans like that are students at UC Berkeley, and ones that are coming in from other places. We've had people come in from different states, and sometimes even like different countries to go to this. So yeah, I love seeing like all of the international, love for the medium and the acting.
Oh, I see. Well, for me, I was an anime fan since I was a child. So anyway, speaking of your campus, how many how many voiceover get that they allow? Either one, two, or three.
Oh, this time, I think we have two of them. Both are from the game Honkai Star Rail, so we're gonna be having a panel about like the production in terms of like the voice acting and the direction of that, which is really cool. It's a very amazing opportunity. Um,
I see. I see. Well, I started playing Honkai since the day it came out,
oh,
but I'm better
nice.
late than never, so I had to go. So far, this game, I collected at least 40 people. Getting a 4-star character is easy on Warps, but getting a 5-star is going to be hard when you lose your 50/50. You'll drain your cash completely. I guess free to play is the best way so you can save your money for a personal reason, like food, rent, everything, including child support, if you
Right.
got one.
Gotcha
For
games
me,
can take up a lot of money. I had to quit doing like gotcha games myself.
I see.
Okay.
So go with free to play if you need more Primo Gems, Asterite, Polycros, or Nerc Shards. If you don't have enough, then just do some farming by completing quests or whatever.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, you have to level every 5-star character to get stronger. When you battle those stronger foes or whatever.
Yeah.
So what I do when I play Zenlib, like getting harvesting material, getting resources to level up at least every 5-star characteristics. Yeah.
Awesome.
So I'm gonna get Ciali because I got her weapon recently, and I already got a Pyro Archon. I already got 4 out of 7 Archons, like
Wow.
one with Geo, Hydro, Dendro, and a Pyro Archon. I got a Dendro Archon's weapon. And if you go 3, I'll get there in the next reruns.
Nice. Also, I think some other people have been admitted into the stream. KJ, would you like to maybe introduce yourself to our viewers? It's wonderful to have you here.
Okay. I'll mute myself right now. That's okay.
Oh.
I'll mute myself if that's okay.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, thank you so much to everyone for joining us. You can also, I'm currently like having a little bit of difficulties with even seeing the Zoom myself, but if anyone wants to either unmute themselves or to introduce themselves, or if you'd like to share, maybe maybe you can even like text it in the chat if you don't want to introduce yourself, but to anyone who would like to share any maybe projects that you're working on, how you found out about Strawberry Hill, any like I said, any artistic stuff you got going on, whether it's like voice acting or music or any artistic endeavors, that cool stuff that you would like to share with our audience.
I'll go.
Awesome.
Hey again. Remind me your name.
Oh, I have yet to change it on here again. I am Scarlet.
Scarlet, that's what it was. You hosted another time. Yeah, yeah. We remember you, Scarlet. Nice to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you too. I'll rename my.
I'm I guess it doesn't start in another 5 minutes, but I'm KJ. I'm a Black Belt member.
Awesome.
Austin casted me in Echoes of Eternity.
Yes.
I'm both of us.
We're so happy to have you on that project.
I'm happy to be on it. Yeah.
Okay. Let's go with maybe Edward next. Would you like to introduce yourself, whether in the chat or through unmuting the mic?
Sure. I'm I've done some of the virtual voiceover workshops with Strawberry Hill, and I've done a few of the things in person, whether it was like a musical composition for like to make like for commercials or like for animation, things like that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Uh, I um I definitely I will get back to you on like the music composition like related sort of stuff about that because I just went to I got the opportunity to go to Japan recently to meet some like very amazing musicians over there, and I got some very some
It's
inspiration from that I'll definitely be sure to touch on after the introductions a little bit. Um,
okay.
uh, Chandler, uh, would you like to introduce yourself, maybe?
Yeah, most definitely. Thank you for or is my mic working? Yep, there it goes. Okay, cool.
Yes.
uh but yeah, thank you for hosting again, Scarlett. We missed you here. For those that don't know me, I'm Chandler Dunaway. I'm a voice actor of about 8 years now. I've been in projects like Team Fortress 2 and a couple others. I just had a another project release this past Friday,
Oh
which is
wow.
honestly pretty cool. That one's more of a fan film, but honestly, if anyone that's like around my age that's like super into the Lego stuff as a kid,
Oh,
I'd highly recommend it.
cool.
Yeah, it's a stop motion film called Bionicle Ignition Battle for Power Episode 1. I play one of the characters in it. Highly recommend looking into it because it's taken about like 8 years for that project to come out. It's
Wow.
entirely stop motion animation, so I think y'all would get a kick out of it.
Yeah, stop motion is definitely like something that like requires a lot of dedication, especially for like fan works and stuff like that. So seeing all the love that is put into things like that always warms my heart.
Yeah, most definitely. Because there's also some people that have been in the industry that have, done their hand. There's a couple of VFX artists that have worked on Guardians of the Galaxy Part 3,
Oh
as well as
wow.
Avatar Way of Water, stuff like that, that helped with this project as well, that are also fans of the series. So I think, even if you don't like, the sort of Lego stuff, I'd highly recommend just giving it a watch just for the visuals alone.
Yeah, that's amazing. I definitely love to, like, I definitely love to see that because that sounds like an amazing project to be a part of and to view. Um, okay. So the last time I did try to screen share the announcements, it kind of broke everything, and then the stream couldn't see stuff. But I will try again just in case it works this time. Um. Okay. Are the people in the Zoom able to see the website?
Yes.
Okay. So we
Indeed,
have
I am.
awesome. We have a lot of super like amazing new stuff in the works. One of the ones that I am definitely excited to talk about is the Echoes of Eternity that was mentioned before. Echoes of Eternity is our original. It's a visual like audio drama like audio novel project that was written and is like composed by Austin David Coffey, our amazing usual host of this of this stream, and it's featuring members of our amazing voice acting community of Samurais of Sound members, as well as some like beloved industry talents like Karen Strassman. Um, we recently also had a stream with Karen Strassman that was a behind the scenes look into what recording for the project looked like, where people like in the chat could give their input and watch what a recording session and what the directing and like all that looks like in real time. Did anyone go to that, and what were your thoughts if so?
I went to there.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hey. Hi, Scarlett. How are we doing? I
Hi.
see you're hosting again.
Yes.
Uh,
Would you like to introduce yourself now that you're here to our audience?
Yes, my name is Giancarlos, but people call me JC. I've been a voice actor since I'll say since 2024 and building myself up. I think since 2023 or 2024, and then right now building myself up. Have been learning experiences from Joshua Seth, Karen Strassman introduced me to Strawberry Hill, and then right now I've built a deal with the Orlando Bridge so that way I can become a translator in English to Spanish for the Japanese eventually. And so far right there, my journey's been going good, and other than that, I have my first demo reel up, and then I'm working on my second demo reel for Accents
Awesome.
with Karen Strassman.
Yeah, accents is like a it's something that like even though I am like someone, as I've said, that like, you know, goes around my room like doing like impressions and stuff all of the time, so much so that sometimes I even like forget what my own voice sounds like because I've spent so much time doing it. Like accents are something that it seems like it takes a lot of like skill to master that sort of thing. So being able to have like a whole demo reel full of it is incredibly impressive.
Yeah, it's a very good versatility because I know that Joshua Seth, he not only being the voice of Tai from Digimon, but also being the voice of Tetsuo from Akira, he was also the voice of the Outback guy at one point.
Oh wow. Yeah, and
But yes, it's another useful skill because not you don't always have an Australian guy or a British guy on hand,
right.
and sometimes for the authenticity, you will have to learn that. And I say it's pretty simple if you know more than one language.
Yeah, true. I think
Because it's like in Europe, they have a tighter draw than we do.
right. Yeah, that's really interesting. I yeah, I have noticed that like the fact that I have, you know, learned Japanese and stuff now has made it a little bit easier to like be able to know like I guess how things are pronounced in other languages, but some of them are still difficult for me, so I gotta practice that. Um Oh wow, there's so many people entering the Zoom. Hello everyone, thank you so much for coming. If any of you would also like to introduce yourselves to our audience as well. Should we start with RC? Hello.
Hello.
It's great to have you here.
Thank you. Nice to see some of you again, and nice to meet those I haven't met before.
Awesome.
Yes, it's nice to see you again, Mr. White.
Mr.
Oh, it's Heisenberg to you.
Heisenberg. All you need is the glasses and then the truck, and you're good to go.
Wow.
I think the hat too. The hat's
Yeah.
kind of part of the
The
gig.
hat's important.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm excited to be here. I heard you guys were talking about accents, and yeah, I actually have tried doing accents for my acting. The last time I tried doing something, I was trying to do an Irish accent for a monologue I was doing, and I was doing a one-on-one with my coach, and she could tell that I was definitely putting the effort into my accent, but she'd also noticed that because I was trying to focus on doing the accent, it was also hurting my acting. So she was like, choose one or the other, don't do both.
Yeah.
Well, it's like with the Irish accent, I learned it specifically because of the fact that the dialect of Spanish and Galicia is similar to Celtic, so it's like, and then the fact that I've been around Jamaicans in a certain area in Orlando, delivering all the time, I realized the Irish accent is nothing more. The Irish
I think we lost them.
Yeah, I think it disconnected.
in a slowed down Irish accent, mon, as you can see with my bumblecrat voice, mon. It's
Maybe his accent was just too good that the internet couldn't handle it for a second.
Oh no.
And-
Oh, sorry. It reminded me. I think when I used to like try and do like impressions and stuff as well when I was like practicing them, I always would like, I I did also have the problem where I was like compromising the acting a little bit because I was like trying to like when I wanted to sound similar to a specific character, I would like study like specific syllables of like how each of like the vowels were pronounced and like really focus on stuff like that. And like that also like making sure to hit every specific one of those was like, even though of course like I mean like it's a very thorough way of doing it, and you will like it will help you like get the impression part of it down. It like doesn't help you as much with like how to act that out necessarily. Like you have to remember to put some of your own like emotions and feelings into it and everything, and not just like not just try to copy someone else, I suppose.
Yeah. No, I think when we were first kind of getting I mean, I remember like in the beginning too, it's like I also wanted to mimic some people's voices I heard. Like I used to do like back in the day, I was like doing like a character study of Starscream from the original Transformers series. So I was like not only memorizing his lines, but I was really trying to nail down the way he talks. And I to this day, I mean, now I realize no, I was nowhere near that, but because of that, it actually carved the way for my own unique, like I guess character voice, I guess you could say. So I think that time, but at the same time, yeah, I was just like, but I will say if I ever got an opportunity to be cast as Starscream in any Transformers series, that would be like my voice acting dream.
Yeah.
I just love the idea of I don't know. He's always been my favorite character, so playing him would be fun.
I love when we get to talk about like characters that are like our dream characters to play if we ever got a chance to like inherit a role from somebody else. Like I remember we talked about that in another stream. If there are people who weren't there for that stream, do you have any input on like characters that really inspired you and you would love to take on the role someday if you had the chance?
I always liked Moon Knight because because Moon Knight, I mean, a lot of people say he's bipolar Batman. It's like, no, he's more than just bipolar Batman. I feel like he's more grounded with the idea of struggling morality and then MID, and then the fact that there's barely been a lot of people who've voice acted him because of how underrated he is. And then with Moon Knight, it's the fact that Moon Knight struggles with a lot of personality. It's like psychological. It's not just a comic, it's a psychological. It could be psychological as well, which is what I love about Moon Knight. And then it's really one of the characters that inspires me because it's like it's more grounded right here. And yes, I do main Moon Knight in Marvel Rivals, so
nice.
That's another thing.
For me, it's sorry.
Oh yeah, continue.
Sorry about that. For me, it's always been villains. Like, there's a couple of characters. Oh yes, like Darth Maul, Sam Witwer, and then the other one that I really saw recently that I was just like, holy shit, I want to do that was anyone that's seen the Devil May Cry animated series.
Oh yeah.
The bunny, the rabbit.
Oh.
Yeah,
that was fantastic. I love that. I'm like, oh my god, that's what I want to do.
One of the last roles of Kevin Conroy, allegedly, because I think he did have a couple more.
Yeah, we did lose a lot of really great voiceover artists back in 2022, like Gilbert Gottfried, Angela Lansbury.
I didn't even realize it was Kevin Conroy. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't realize that either.
Because we're so used to hearing him be Batman. Right. I remember he did a parody of Batman in Venture Bros, Captain Rainbow. No, Captain Sunshine, where it's basically like making fun of the stereotype of superheroes back then, but obviously, not giving that idea, but how to say this, he does a terrible job of presenting himself, which is what it is. And that's what I love about Venture Bros. It's basically satirical right there. And I think I remember when I was talking to one of the members of Slipknot when I was at Spooky Empire.
Oh wow.
I told him David Bowie was in the show. It's like, and he loved David Bowie. It's like he said he used to watch the show all the time.
Oh nice.
And then and then the character Dr. Girlfriend was based on JFK's wife, and obviously for her time she would sound masculine because a lot of people smoked back then. So basically it's like, yes, I am a woman. I just smoke too many damn cigarettes.
Yeah, it's way too many cigarettes.
And it's true because it's like, and it's true, but like when you smoke too many cigarettes at that time or right now, you will have a more masculine voice, and that's why a lot of voice actors don't like smoking because it really affects their voice right there.
Oh yeah, true. Oh.
True.
There.
I never met Kevin Conroy personally.
Yeah, that would have.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Honor.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it was very unexpected. I think it could have been a health condition. You know, some of these people do have health conditions. Some people might have, you know, like it's like I said, some people might have a health condition. Some people might have something that runs in their family. Some people might have done something when they're younger. But the important thing is to always, yeah, he had
Intestinal cancer.
Oh.
Intestinal cancer, probably inherited some of that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Cancer definitely.
He may rest in peace.
He should, or he shall. Yeah, cancer can definitely be like it can run in a family, and it can definitely affect you.
Yeah, it depends on which type.
Just like I lost my grandma, plus my my aunt, and then my stepmother is a breast cancer survivor.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
Jane Katzar, who died from throat cancer. Rachel Liz from breast cancer, Jim White from lung cancer, and then BK from colon cancer.
Yeah, it's like you know, me and how to say this, me and the voice of Ash were talking about Rachel Lillis, and yeah, it's like she was young to have that. Some people have it young because of an inheritance, but it's like I said, these people are never dead. I mean, if they have a legacy that keeps them alive, like for example, like Adam West, like I remember when Kevin Conroy was talking about Adam West, it's like he'd always be prepared, he would always be ready. He would always have that sense of charisma. They even have the bat signal every time by his gravesite.
Wow.
Did you know that?
Was he was Adam West, was he the brother or the cousin of Billy West? Because I know Billy West is also a voice actor who's still alive.
He was the live action Batman in the...
Oh, he was.
And then he did do some voice acting roles. He would voice act and make an appearance as the father of Batman, Thomas Wayne, and he would appear as Grey Ghost, which was the inspiration of Batman in the fictional setting. And then Adam West would often parody himself. I think I remember in one episode of Robot Chicken, he did parody himself where Seth Green's Batman brings an alternative version of him. And he says, what can he do that I can't? And he does the 60s Batman's, whatever 60s Batman does.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it start like I think there are a lot of different kind of versions of Batman. Like there were even back with the in the 60s and the 70s, there were I think it was it was drawn onto these transparent clear sheets of paper, and it was all hand drawn before the days of computer animation.
Absolutely, everything was hand drawn because we didn't have computer animation. I was actually seeing behind the scenes of how they would do some of the sound effects because they didn't have them on stage. Some of them would use cups for dings, and then they would blow the horn for a train.
Oh, like the Foley artist sort of stuff?
Yeah, that.
Mm-hmm. And they would punch meat for for punch sound effects.
Wow. Yeah.
And then they would crack nuts or something like that for bone effects.
Right. Yeah, I feel like the people who work on all of the aspects of sound behind the scenes, whether it is for making the music or the sound design, or especially with of course with the voice actors, these people are a lot of the I don't know
All
how to say it
runners?
except like the kind of the unsung heroes of things, because they like often, you know, they're not the thing that's visibly there, but they have like there's such like a legacy that they carry on, and they inspire so many different people. It was interesting to me when I went to Japan, because I was saying like in other workshops like and other in other streams that I had researched a little bit about the differences, you know, between voice actors, like how the industry works over in Japan versus in America, and getting to like hear that from some of the people that I met was like really interesting, because there is sort of I don't know exactly how to explain, but there is a bit of like a phenomenon there where like voice actors are viewed almost just as much like, or sometimes even more so, as like celebrity figures in a way, that are like on like top billing, you know, the same way that people view, you know, live action actors over here, and they go through like a lot of training, not just to do the voice acting itself, but to be like a full-on like media personality as
はい、西洋日本語ですが、basically with Japanese actors and voice actors, you know, there is a priority in Japan where you have to laugh at least once a day to keep healthy charisma. But also with Japanese voice actors, they are in the same room and the studio is right there. So they don't have to, you know, go state to state. They just have to take a bullet train and they're right there.
right.
And they read the screen off and it goes very fluidly right there with these people. And then fun fact about Japanese individuals, even if they're in public, they're not allowed to take pictures with them unless they have permission or unless they're at a convention, which is pretty interesting right there.
Yeah, the difference between the way that the voice actors are viewed like in the public eye is like a lot more different usually than how like some of ours are like a little less known by the public. And you know, we have the phenomenon where they're like replacing people who have been prolific voice actors with like, you know, actual like live action actor names for doing the voice acting. And it's interesting like thinking about just how many different skills like go into voice acting specifically. Like I uh I realized that there are a lot of like voice actors, I guess because, you know, it's a voice thing, that are also like very like trained in like singing or like other aspects of like musical expression. And I think there's definitely a connection there, obviously, with the fact that it's voice related, but like it
Oh, yeah,
definitely,
absolutely.
yeah, it helps with a lot with practicing like how the cadence of your speech would be as a certain character, or like how to like, you know, express emotion solely through a voice, like I was saying in earlier streams, like having to like voice act like sound effects for actions that you would usually just like see portrayed by, you know, a live actor, like having to like, you know, the stereotype of the anime voices where they like vocalize everything that's happening to them sort of thing.
Yeah, with that, and then I remember meeting Bin Furuya, who did Ultraman, the very first Ultraman, and they picked him because not only could he act, but he was very tall for a Japanese folk right there, even taller than me. It's like, so that's why they picked him to go in the Ultraman suit, and he's a very successful actor in a lot of those series. And I did learn that a lot of the Super Sentai actors would voice act their Power Rangers counterparts in America.
Oh.
Example being because of the fact that after Power Rangers was filmed and Super Sentai got filmed in New Zealand or in Japan and New Zealand, that gave the New Zealand actors flexibility to go over there. So that way it allowed them to voice over their American counterparts when it shows up in a show, because some Japanese people have interest in seeing what their Western counterparts have to say, so they would voice over that.
Yeah. I remember when I was like, obviously, like I've said, I'm very into anime that are like focused on the music aspect of things. So obviously, I was drawn to idol anime. Like there was a previous stream where I got to like interview people like Morgan Berry, who is one of the voice actresses in the English dub for Love Live, and it's amazing that like there's a lot of those idols now that have like done bilingual voice acting work and have like not only worked on the Japanese production of that anime but have also like voiced the character in the English dub, and I think like that's a really amazing like skill to be able to have, because the kind of like the style of the voice acting, like even though like I feel like I was saying, there are people that sort of exaggerate the difference, and there is something that like um, both cultures can be able to really relate to in like any style of voice acting. But like I don't know, it's just like very interesting that they can be able to master like how to act in both of those mediums, because dubbing itself is almost like it can be a work of art that's very different from the way that like the actual series itself is produced.
Oh yeah, that's true. Like if you look at Charles Martinet, he voice acts Mario in English, in how to say this? In every mainly in French. He can do French and he can do Spanish. Ironically, he does not know Italian, but because he grew up in Catalan, Spain, he's capable of doing that stuff because Catalan is borders France and Spain, and that's why he's capable of doing. He had interviews in French, he has interviews in Spanish as well. He even did his own role as Giuseppe in which, if you see the character that looks like Mario by the arcade cabinet in the Super Mario Bros. Movie, he voices him in all three languages.
Wow, that's amazing.
And then Karen Strassman also does some of her roles in French as well, and she does Disney World Paris in French.
That's amazing. Yeah, in terms of like dubbing and the kind of art that it can be, like the
Sorry about that.
Oh, is everything alright?
Yeah, it was just a sound box. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Like there are it's very difficult to find like I definitely applaud people who are like ADR directors for like dubbing and that sort of thing, because and like the people who write the scripts for the dubs and do all the translation work, because like as much as like as I said, there are things that like both, you know, like that can internationally and like universally be related, like that you can relate to, in terms of like the emotions of a story and being able to connect with people from different perspectives. It's also been like historically like difficult to find a balance in like the dubbing community between like localizing something for the different audience and like keeping like the original meaning of it intact. That's, you know, where we get stuff like the 4Kids dubs trying to like censor out any like, relation like with the jelly filled donut instead of the
yes.
and stuff like that. Yeah,
I remember those. Yeah, yes, because I guess even back then, because Yu-Gi-Oh was controversial, even because the Shadow Realm was basically the Egyptian version of hell, but even then the Shadow Realm is implied to be a realm of nothingness which is true right there. And then you have them censoring out the partial nudity and stuff right there. I mean, I understand that, but then all the other unnecessary stuff, which is what caused I mean, I'm not saying there wasn't no good that came out of 4K media, but obviously there was the over necessity of censorship that happens over there, because some things aren't norms over here versus in Japan. Like kids in Japan see people smoking, kids in Japan see people using a minor bit of profanity, and sometimes a little bit of blood, but not like to the overextent right there.
Yeah, I've noticed that there are like words that like I don't know whether I would call them swear words, but in anime that are like targeted, towards like more of a child audience, there are still like words that are considered kind of like rude words in the Japanese language, and it kind of like it shocked me a little bit when I was first learning about that.
Also, with Yu-Gi-Oh, I've watched the sub, and they replaced all the music, and a lot of the scenes just did not hit home in the English version because they lacked the music that went with it that made it like more impactful. And then you watch it in Japanese. It's just I got into Yu-Gi-Oh through the English version, but when I started watching the sub, I was like, oh man, this is so much better. And then like I don't know if anyone else noticed this, but I think season 1 of the original Yu-Gi-Oh was probably the best, but after that, and even in later series, it just got incredibly worse. It's just like the dialogue was terrible. It seems like they were putting like there was jokes they were always making like they were really harassing other people. Like I don't know if anyone else caught on to that, but and then like a lot of it was also repetitive, and sometimes it's like it made no sense. That's why I'm saying like the first season I feel like was the best, because I feel like that was the season where they actually seemed like they were really trying. After that, it was just like it just went downhill.
Oh, no.
I mean, I wouldn't say that. I mean, 5DX was 5Ds was pretty good. I mean, GX they didn't finish the season, and there was an original cut of the DVDs that are still available with the original soundtrack, but it wasn't posted on 4Kids Media. And those things, I think they go for some money. I think I could be wrong. And then, 5Ds remain loyal to the source material right there, alongside GX. GX was pretty, and then over time, after 4K Media died out, they did remain more loyal to the source material, but obviously they had to remain, how to say this, they could not be the age appropriateness, because they realized the media they appealed to, and if they do that, they're screwed. Just like in Pokemon games, you see the guy who asks for coffee. I need coffee to wake myself up. No, he's just actually having a hangover in the Japanese version. Like a lot of stuff in Nintendo, like, if you played Wario Land 2, where Wario has a penguin chucking beer at him, he gets drunk, they had to censor that. And it's like, in the original Super Mario Kart, where Peach and Bowser have champagne, they had to censor that in the American media.
Right. Yeah, it was really interesting what you were saying about like the fact that like with things like the sound design and like even parts of the storytelling, that there are like an amazing amount of like different inspirations like taken from it, like which in a lot of different properties, like Yu-Gi-Oh adds to, I guess, like what I was saying about how there's something that's like universally resonating about like the emotions or like the storytelling in these kinds of series, because like it's not just taking oftentimes from like one specific culture. Like I do love works like that. I know Yu-Gi-Oh, especially like you were saying, like has a lot of that sort of like that inspiration taken from like Egypt and like their concepts of like I guess their like religious concepts and like their portrayals of like the underworld and all of that sort of thing. Yeah. And like I've said, that was like a big reason that I liked Cowboy Bebop, because like not only was it was like building on a whole bunch of like this is kind of redundant because I talk about Cowboy Bebop all the time, but
It's like James Bond and it's like James Bond and a part of Han Solo's personality mixed together. That's why it made Cowboy Bebop appealing.
Right.
And it's like a lot of times anime had I don't know if you ever saw the anime movie Ninja Scroll. Let's just say one scene gave a negative diaspora. So if you see people talk about Cowboy Bebop and Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, just be thankful. Those who know. Those who don't know about that scene, just look it up. I'm not going to say it here because
Yeah, I think there were some things that like that wasn't that like when we were talking about stuff about like the way that they used to censor, the way that they used to advertise Japanese media. I think there was
yes,
something
and
about like Ninja Scroll that caused
yes,
that to
yeah,
happen a little bit.
yeah. I remember talking about it with Wendy Lee. She did one of the roles, and then the British media outlets basically said these Japanese individuals seem to be putting too much tentacle, but
Oh
too much of the tentacle films in
no!
our
TMI.
media right here, and we cannot allow this in our great land of Britain.
Oh no! Yeah. I
Even though it was one scene, but it's like, yeah, let's just say, be thankful people are talking about Dragon Ball and Pokemon because that was the thing that sort of led to the diaspora or the memes before the memes.
Yeah, I am very thankful. Like, I've talked about that. Like, that now I think like people are actually watching more of these series and realizing that like it's just another like medium like cartoons would be from anywhere else where like you can there's not like, oh, it's this weird thing from over here. There are many different types of stories that can be told for it for many different demographics, and like there are ones like with shonen series like we talk about that like motivate people to follow their dreams and stuff, things that resonate with like everybody, audiences across all ages, and like stories from a bunch of unique points of view, and taking from different cultures as well, like not just like this weird thing from Japan. As
Exactly. There's action, there's horror, there's comedy, there's slice of life, there's everything for everyone. It's like the problem is, just because one person did this doesn't mean that it applies to everyone. It's like me saying that because of the movie, because of it's like me saying because of the Saw films, does that mean everyone likes it because of what's in Saw? No, I mean Saw does have a good story, but it's like doesn't mean everyone just watches it because of the graphic content in there.
Yeah,
And
like generalizing like an entire medium from like a specific work as well is like not something
and am I
that's
gonna
that good.
am I gonna assume that every animated family adult animated family show is just a clone of Simpsons? No, I mean I love King of the Hill sometimes. I mean it's very funny.
Yeah, King of the Hill.
I think people usually will see something from the surface and connect it to something else. It's like, I'm assuming people know what the iceberg analogy is, where it's like the ice, and you see an iceberg on the surface and you think that that's its true size, but a lot of people don't realize its actual true size is hidden under the water. But to see that, you have to dive deeper. And that's with, well, anything in life, not just this. You kind of have to like try to see beyond what you're looking at and try to dissect it and try to figure out, is it similar to this or is it its own thing? And I think a lot of people these days don't really have the patience to do something like that. So they're like, oh, it's that, move on. So, but anime is like, I mean, like I will say as I've gotten older and I've also, because like I graduated from university with a bachelor's in film and digital media, so I've gotten really good at understanding story structure. There is a lot of animes that I'm kind of like, I look beyond what I see on the surface and I see the story structure. I'm like, there's some that I'm like, this is kind of similar to Naruto. Like I could see like you have the main protagonist who's almost the chosen. There's the three characters that like him and two others. It's just like this. The structure tends to be the same. So sometimes it is hard when you do see beyond that, and then it's like you can't see it for what it is. Like I had a friend who got on my case for not liking My Hero Academia and I even gave it a shot, but it was just, to me, it just like, it did remind me a lot of Naruto, which that's not a bad thing, by the way. I actually like Naruto. I actually watched the whole Japanese version, so it was actually good. But it's just, I don't know. To me, it was taking too long to really hook me. So it just like after so many episodes, I was just like, I'm kind of done. So it just, but I don't know.
Yeah, like sometimes like the relation to like other things that we already know, like even if it's something that can help us like relate to a work, sometimes it also like damages
Yeah.
the view of it. If we're like, oh, I've seen this before already a little bit, like
Yeah.
And that's what people fail to understand. It's like as long as you do something unique and different with it. Like for example, Stan Lee talks about, that Batman, yes, Batman's an inspiration, but he says, but I took something unique with Moon Knight. I gave him MID. I gave him multiple personality disorder. I made him a little bit crazy, a little bit sicko, something that Batman wouldn't do. So he basically, in his own words, he would make him a little more grounded in his eyes. Like he would say that Thor would fly by throwing his hammer. He would talk about Spider-Man being a normal human being like you and I when he's not Spider-Man. And that's what I like right there.
I actually like connecting it to something that people like in real life struggle with to give it like more of like not like villainizing it as much, I guess, even though it is like for like characters that are supposed to be like opposing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Nathan. Yeah, we will be learning something with the classes.
Yeah, I feel bad that I've like gone on so many tangents and actually like haven't really like announced too many of the things that I said I was going to announce yet. I probably should get to that. Thank you for the reminder. I will try to pull the share the screen and pull this back up.
Hey, Scarlett, after your announcements, could you share a little bit about yourself? I'm still new, so the only people I've really met is just Raj and Austin. So I'm not really sure like your role and what's your background. So I would love to hear that.
Oh, yeah, sure. Thank you so much for asking.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've when I got the chance to work with Strawberry Hill, because I interned there in like their marketing social media side of things currently.
Okay.
I learned about it through there was a course that they did because when I was in high school, I went to this program called Marin School of the Arts, and there's a course that Strawberry Hill offers like through like kind of like a collaboration with Marin School of the Arts for music production. And learning that like when I learned that this was like a studio that had collaborated with like Japanese companies on like some and the like the founders of the company were people that worked on like amazing projects that I myself am like a huge fan of, like of course with like Cowboy Bebop and like Tower of God and all of these like all of these things that I looked up to, like composers like Kevin Penkin. Like I was very like I immediately wanted to be a part of it, and so I signed up for that and got to I got to like immediately like ask them if I could like volunteer to help out the studio, and it's been an amazing opportunity. I currently in terms of like my personal projects, it's been more on like so far it's been more on the music side of things. I've had amazing collaborators. There's a short film coming up that's going to be in a film festival. I'm very excited because I got to like sing one of the songs in it.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, but in terms of the acting, I've been interested in it for a very long time because I used to do like theater since I was like 4 years old. But like in terms of the voice acting itself, I haven't been like on much except for like some like fan projects. But like even so, I'm very excited to continue like practicing with the help of this studio.
That's awesome. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, thank you so much. So is everyone able to see this now that I'm actually like talking about this stuff?
Yes, August 27th, recording and editing your voice reel demo with Austin Coffee, and then
Yeah,
where we get to learn how to create our own voice demo reel,
I'm
and
very
then
excited for
creatures and
that one.
sounds with Karen
Karen
Strassman. I did that one
Strassman.
before. It was very fun on
Yeah,
October 25th.
learning to do those like kind of like the like I've said before, learning to do the voices that are like very like really fantastical and like out there, and being able to like still relate them to like emotions that that you can connect with, and be able to like make those characters your own and make a unique voice out of it for like something as, you know, fantastical as like a monster character is like, it's always something really interesting to learn about. So that one's going to be a really fun workshop, especially with our amazing Karen Strassman.
Yeah.
There's also
which we nicknamed the only Karen that matters.
the Karen.
Yeah, I've done a few workshops with Karen, and I've done one with Morgan before.
Yes. It's such an honor to be able to work with them on these
Sure.
workshops. And then the last of, I think, the ones that are scheduled right now is on November 15th. You will get to be a casting director for a day with Andrea Toyas, who works with. She is like the top like voice director basically in the gaming industry right now, like working on titles for Blizzard like Overwatch, Diablo, World of Warcraft, all of that sort of thing. And you'll get to learn how to go into the director's seat and that side of things, and the behind the scenes look into choose like the casting process, and like, you know, finding like directing people and guiding them into like the voice that these beloved characters, that like, you know, the voices that bring these characters to life. So yeah, I'm very excited about that one as well. There's another project that's not on the website yet, but I think was discussed in the previous stream. We are I don't know how much information can actually be said about it right now, but we are working on and we're currently working with a company that I believe it's Raj's brother that owns it, and for a film project, and there are actually like there's the opportunity for members of Samurais of Sound, or people in our community, to be able to do like ADR work for it. So like I think we'll be sending out more information about that soon. I think the work is like the current work and title is a War Party. So if you heard about that in the previous stream, there will be info sent about that soon. So yeah, I think that is, and also like I was saying about the Echoes of Eternity thing, to repeat that, we have our Echoes of Eternity audio drama that is not only featuring some of like the amazing voice actors in our Samurais of Sound community, but also people like Karen Strassman that are like you know, beloved figures in the industry. And I'm very yeah, we also have the chance to support each of these wonderful voice talent on our website, if you would like to check that out. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Like, the stuff that has been made of it is absolutely incredible, and I'm very excited for everyone to see it. There were some people on the stream that did not necessarily yet get a chance to like advertise their own projects that they're working on, and things like that. So I would love to, if anyone wants to maybe like advertise some things, some new projects that they have going on, or like artistic endeavors that they would like to share or advertise to our audience, feel free to put them here. Yeah.
I don't have anything yet.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining our stream as well, to be able to like talk about the amazing. Like,
I got nothing too, because I was at I was playing video games every 24 hours and I didn't get a chance
That's
to
so
practice VO. I was wasting time on video games and anime, plus sleep all day, and running around like a madman. I've never become a voice actor that keep doing that all the time.
Oh, have more confidence in yourself than that. Come on. I mean, everyone like needs time to, you know,
Don't-
relax and things like that. But also, like, I mean, even just like the smallest amount of steps that you can take, like I was just saying, like I said at the beginning of the stream, just like even if you're just practicing like in your room or like doing silly impressions or just like voicing fan work things or things like that, like you should never just consider yourself an aspiring
Psycho
voice actor.
Crusher.
Yeah. See?
And I said,
You
The
can,
more
maximum overdrive.
if you have a passion in it, then you can consider yourself a voice actor because like obviously you're really good at it. And like I mean, just like even if like if you have like a passion for this thing and you have goals and you want to pursue that, and like even the smallest steps that you take are steps that you should be proud of, and you shouldn't ever like put yourself down for like needing time to rest or anything like that. And that shouldn't like the time that you spend on other things shouldn't make you like worried about how much time you're spending on your craft. It doesn't make you any less of a voice actor.
Oh yeah, like For Eternity from Tahu for Lego Bionicle.
Yeah.
Because Tahu's my favorite character. Cause I really liked his background and art for all the fans they made. And Nova Bomb.
Wow.
Yeah, from Warlock from Destiny 1 and 2, because he's my favorite. Needle Strike.
Whoa.
Chaos Reach. Storm Trance. Dawn Blade.
That's really good.
It seems like
Actually, hold
Moldalin
on.
has news to share.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. I
sorry
was gonna
about
say
that. All right, Reggie. All right, RC.
Yes, if anyone would like to share about stuff that they're working on, yeah, feel free to now.
Hey, RC, were you gonna say something? Because you can go.
Actually, JC pretty much said what I was going to say. I was trying to make sure you got the floor.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Hi guys. It's really not that big, but I just found out like yesterday that I'm gonna be in a video game, so that's what I wanted to hear. But
Oh, amazing! Congratulations.
it's a
Congratulations,
very
sister.
thank you. It's a very small role. It's like basically background at that point, but yeah, I don't know. I was like, oh, this is exciting. This is new. So but that's
You
it.
got to start somewhere. Then that's an awesome spot to start. So congrats.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, man. Congratulations on that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us for the stream.
Thank you. It was our pleasure.
Actually,
Thank
maybe
everything.
this will be a fun fact. I actually met Ryan Drummond, the original voice actor for Sonic the Hedgehog, and he told me that before he got the role of Sonic, he was voicing a turtle in a commercial, and that's actually what got him the connection to the Sega. So who knows? Maybe your role in this video game would be like that stepping stone that leads you to the big role that was meant for you. So that's exciting. Anytime you have any success, even if it's small, it's a big victory. In fact, the way I look at it too is like
it's like your first
just
car.
auditioning. If you don't get the part, is a victory because you're putting yourself out there. You're putting in the work. You're trying because you'll get a lot of no's, but eventually you'll get that one yes. So the fact that you're trying is just a victory in itself.
Right.
Well, your first role is like your first car. It's not gonna be the fanciest role. It's not gonna be your dream role, but at the same time, it will get you on the map. And that's what happens right there. I remember Jason Griffith talking about how he did a lot of bootleg films. Like he did one bootleg film for Ratatouille called Ratatonin. And I mean, even though that wasn't his first role, I mean, it's still an example right there that even though it's not the greatest role, it will, or how's it, maybe not the most glamorous role that will get you ahead. I mean, getting you into spotlight, it's still enough to get you a course ahead right there. And that's what I
Oh
said right
yeah,
there.
for example, I did leave Mirage Impact like Bamtoozle.
Yeah.
You just got bamboozled. Look at you.
Bamboozled. Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but not today though, because cause we're still a work in progress, aren't we? Because it's been 4 years since I built my booth, but my booth needs to upgrade. Like go Dollarama and go buy enough Bristol board to go color my booth because thumbtacks and tape won't work, and then go get spray glue for get enough spray glue because the other one's glued shut, and then go buy a glue gun for the door. But short version, I just gotta buy a Bristol board. Then I'll go cover the entire booth. That's all.
Okay. Yeah, as I was saying.
I was gonna say, out of curiosity, was it how you pronounce your name? Leandrew? Sorry, if I'm pronouncing it
Leandrew.
wrong.
It says
Leandrew. Okay.
Well,
I
my
was
friends
just
and
curious.
family call me Lee.
Are you in your booth right now? And if so, is there not light? Is there light in there? Because your video has been really dark. I'm just curious.
Well, you can barely see my face. You can barely see my face.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
yeah, I see it.
Yeah, but if I turn on the light now, you get the light will like flash, and then you can't see my face in the shadow.
Okay.
So that's why I should go buy a different webcam has a halo ring attached to it.
I was just curious because if you're in your booth, I would have loved to have seen. I love to see like what it looks like if you don't mind sharing, but you don't have
Oh
to.
yeah, just a minute. I need to turn on the light first.
Yeah, but I was gonna say. Yeah, I was gonna say with rules like that, every first rule is a stepping stone.
Better RC. Wait. Oh Jesus.
Awesome.
Yeah, amazing.
And
yeah, it took me 4 years to build this because I built it during COVID. Starting on February 22nd, 2021 to December 11th, 2021. That's like 2 years before. That's like 2 days before my first fair voiceover's 35th birthday. It took me a lot of disability to build this, like buy materials, buy a laptop, and also my iPad for a second screen to look at the scripts they just downloaded. Well, unfortunately, I got no idea how to use it properly.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
Hello?
Hey, Nick.
Yep.
How you doing?
Y'all can hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
I can hear you. We all hear you. Loud and clear.
Dang it, I forgot I was going to talk about.
It's okay. Thank you so much for joining us. There is
Trying to remember. I kind of joined this because I was curious on like how to get started with voice acting, because it's not just like voice acting with like anime that I'm interested in. I'm trying to be like as flexible as possible. Like
yes, video games.
3D, doing it for like video games, 3D animations, cartoons.
Yeah, that's what this
pretty
is
much
for.
anything.
Yeah, that's what this is for. If you look at
Well,
the
I like
resume-
video games and anime because I was a fan of that since I was a child.
Hey.
Oh, sorry, JC. I just interrupted.
Oh,
just
no,
please
that's
continue.
okay. Yeah, thank you so much for your input. Yeah, this there are like a lot of incredible opportunities out there for there are like most voice actors out there, I think, like get their start in like a whole bunch of different things. Like we were saying, like some people like start out with like commercials and then move on to video games and get roles in anime and things like that. So like that we do have a lot of resources in Samurais of Sound, our program here at Strawberry Hill Studio, to help with that in joining our community. We have free events like this, like which are super fun, and we have our D&D streams that we host for people who want to like practice with their improvisation and like collaboration with others, you know, as a like working together on improv as a team. But we also for like people who want to become members, there are also there are a whole bunch of like voice acting courses that we have, not just like with the like you get a discount on like the workshops that we were talking about that are upcoming, but we also you can view all of our like there are recordings of all of our past workshops in there, and there are like specialized courses and things like music composition and voice acting that are like taught by lovely, amazing collaborators and friends of the studio. So like, and like we were saying earlier, in terms of the audition process, someone even said in the chat, when it comes to auditions, always remember, just because you weren't selected doesn't mean that you're rejected. And so like, yeah, every that is a really good point, because every step, every like even the smallest role that you have, you shouldn't like undermine it or say like, oh, I want to like move on to this medium later. Like having those goals is always important, but like don't put yourself down because you're not like in something like that yet, because like the fact that you auditioned even like in the first place is something that you should celebrate. Like the small steps are like in themselves really big accomplishments towards chasing your dream, and everything that you do towards that is something that you should be proud of.
Yeah, because like you never know who's watching.
Yeah.
Like there could literally just be anyone out there, and then they're like, "Yo, hold up, I kind of like that guy's voice.
Yeah.
Let me see if I could contact them."
And being able to connect with Strawberry Hill for me in the first place was definitely like a moment like that, because like you know, as I was saying, they were like a company that was like really the people involved in it were really like in such inspirations to me, and I didn't realize that like they were so close that I could get like so close to where I was, you know, residing at the time, that I could get an opportunity to ask them to volunteer. So like, I mean, just like try out, like, you know, try everything that you can, like don't doubt yourself or like reject yourself of like going to an audition or going to like or trying out those opportunities just because you think, oh, I'm not like a big name, or I don't have this skill or that skill, because like you never know what's gonna happen. You might be the thing that like these directors never knew that they needed, and like the perfect thing for the role.
Yeah. Scarlett, you'll probably appreciate this. So I learned this from Steve Bloom from his free masterclass. He says, when it comes to your voice, you should make friends with it, because it is unique. It is your voice. No one else has it. So you bring something to the table that no one else does. So again, like you said, it's just like, you never know when you'll meet that one person. It's like, where have you been all my life? So it's just never, like you said, never doubt yourself. Because I mean, honestly, for me personally, for the longest time, I actually thought I had a speech impediment. Fast forward to today, found out I didn't have one. It just turns out that it was a byproduct of, you know, the way I would pronounce my words, or I have ADHD, so it just like sometimes I would talk too fast, or I would talk faster than my thoughts could formulate. So I was tripping over my words. So it was a combination of things that gave that impression. So long before I even knew what Steve Bloom said about making friends with your voice, I was trying to do that. And now I'm in this spot where it's like, I like my voice. And even though there was a time where I did, in fact, when people would make comments about my voice, especially when I told them I want to be a voice actor, I would clam up, and it didn't feel good. But I didn't let that just stop me. I kept going, even though sometimes I didn't know how in the moment to keep going. So, you know, you never know. You just got to keep going forward. Nothing, if the universe is not saying no, then it's saying yes.
Right.
even when they do say no, it's like I say, never feel stubborn, never feel afraid to try again. This is really where it comes in handy, because some people will always say no, but you will always eventually get a yes right there, because it's like I said, you'll see studios like Disney and other people say no, but never feel afraid to try a Capcom, never feel afraid to try these other studios, that will help build you up right there. And some people always feel like they're limited with one people. No, you're never limited with a bunch of people. You can go for anyone you proceed is the right path if you have the passion, if you have the art right there. Because nowadays they're seeing what's happening or what's going on with the voice acting industry in America. Like they're saying that, oh no, we don't want that Aquafina effect. We don't want that AI effect. We want people who are genuinely inclined to the art. And when you show that you have that passion, you show that you are a voice actor, you show that you have the quality over the quantity of the name, that's what they're gonna care about at the end of the day right there.
Yeah.
All you need is that demo reel, all you need is the references, and you're good as gold right there. You're never guaranteed the first time. Look at Modelin. She basically got a video game role. And I say that's ahead of me, that's ahead of a lot of people right here who are trying to be voice actors. I mean, and should we be jealous? No, we should be proud because of the fact that how say is if she can do it, so can we.
Yeah.
Eventually we'll get our own first role as well, whether it's gonna be a main character, a side character, or an additional character. It's a big step either way. Because that's how we first start. Trees don't grow over nighttime. You're not gonna get a full-grown tree at night. Sometimes it's going to take time, and that's what happens with the voice acting. It's like your voice acting tree. It's not going to grow into a big tree overnight. It's going to probably just be a sapling before you get through.
Right. Yeah, the thing about like learning to like make friends with your own voice is something that like I still like struggle with, like coming to terms with that sort of stuff like to this day. But like the amount of like passion that you that like everyone here shares is like when we look at our favorite voice actors, like I sort of like talked about before, like the thing is like these pieces of media and these voices like that can inspire us so much, like even in like the smallest projects that we work on, we can also like go on to take like what we've learned from these people and the passion that we have like to like and use that as motivation for ourselves to be able to like even in the smallest projects go on to like, you know, help other people and inspire them to achieve their dreams as well. So yeah, thank you so much to everyone who joined us for this stream. It was really nice talking to you all and being able to hear your input and being able to share some of the amazing projects that our community has been working on. So if there are any like last, you know, things that you want to advertise about other projects or anything, feel free to share them. But yeah, it's always nice to see and to talk with you lovely people.
You're welcome, Scarlett. And my dream goal is to work projects with two of my favorite voiceovers by my side. Yeah. Starting with Bryce and Amber, and also Ryan, because I met him twice. Yeah. So I will repeat it. My dream goal is to work with other projects, along with Bryce, Amber, and Ryan by my side.
Yeah, and like you never know when you're like gonna get those like opportunities to arise, even if you think that you're not like as popular of a name as they are at this moment. Like you still, you know, everyone, you know, everyone takes steps in their like journey at a different rate, and like you should be like I said, you should be proud of the steps that you have achieved, because like you even in the smallest projects that you do can, you know, inspire a lot of people to be able to chase their dreams too, and create kind of this like cycle of, you know, voice actors and inspiring each other and motivating and like telling your own story through these characters that like help a lot of other people through stuff that they're going through in their lives too.
I see. Thanks, Scarlett.
Yeah, thank you.
I will keep practicing cold reading every 24 hours. Go for at least 20 minutes or less than that. If I go for an hour, it'll just break your neck.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna take it.
Remember to take care of your voice. Yeah, any practice is good practice. And
I should go for like 20 minutes instead of for an hour because it may hurt your vocal cord.
Yeah, we do have speaking of I know that Nathan was asking in the chat about whether there will be other Zoom sessions in the future. We do stream not only more of these community streams on our Twitch, but we also, like I said, we have the D&D sessions that we have with members of our Samurais of Sound community that can help you learn things about like improvisation and collaborating in real time with other voice talent. So yeah, we have a lot of fun things that you can see on here. Like I said, we have events like we did the behind the scenes on recording Echoes of Eternity with Karen Strassman. That was a wonderful event to witness. I was very it was a really amazing opportunity to be able to host that event as well. I think. Did other people have any questions?
Oh, not me though, cause I got 0 questions though. Cause one of the things that I do that besides voiceover, I play video games, I watch cartoons, go to gym, and I play soccer with my friends. My new pal actually, and I go outside for a walk when it's not hot out or cold out.
Yeah, remember to pursue all of the passions that you love, So, yeah.
I think Colin, if that's how you pronounce their name, has a question about online voice acting.
Yeah,
Colin, eh?
Kaylin. But
Kaylin. Sorry about that.
No, you're fine. So many people get that wrong. It's totally okay.
Sorry.
You're
good. Don't worry about it. If someone had this name, if I did not have this name and I met someone with the same name, I would not get it right either.
Kaylin O'Malley. You're
O'Malley.
Irish.
Kaylin O'Malley. Yeah.
Kaylin O'Malley. Are you Irish, Scottish, or Welsh?
Irish.
Oh no way! My great grandparents are from Galicia. It's a cousin to Ireland.
Oh wow!
Nice. Okay, so I had a question about the online voice acting. It's not working for me. I've tried and I'm not learning as much as maybe. I think it's just me, but I'm not learning as. It's the videos. It's too long to go through them and like pick out the good ones and find the good, parts of the videos that work instead of when they're just talking. And I just feel like I'm not learning as much. Is there anything else I can do, or is there any in-person classes that
I have an idea. Have you tried a Zoom meeting with Austin or Raj?
We do have the opportunity to like consult one-on-one also, like we with like one-on-one like consulting, and also things like in terms of demo reels as well, like people can like help you one-on-one with things like creating demo reels, or with like or there's like private I think voice acting training as well through our membership that you can request. So if you ever have any questions about that, feel free to.
There is?
Yeah, because
I never saw that.
Yeah, because what it offers is basically has his Zoom voiceover training. It's not just for videos. You can request the training through a Zoom meeting and schedule that. You can do a demo reel. You can request the classes, and you learn with the classes as well, while you learn from the teacher hands-on right there. Okay. Because a lot of other voice acting classes out there won't offer the same experience, and they'll charge you an arm and a leg, and they're just mainly about the business, which business is nice, but it's not about hands-on like over here. So
okay,
yeah, I get where you're coming from right there.
Yeah, so I think the membership is almost done. I never knew that.
Oh no, I didn't pay the membership because I kept wasting money on games or whatever.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So I'll do it on the end of September.
I'm in the I paid the membership, the year membership.
Yeah.
And I think it's almost over. Does it matter if I ask Raj if I can do like a one-on-one voice acting class every now and then just to learn about it because the videos just aren't working.
Yeah, please. I will be sure to let them know, and feel free to like contact Raj or Austin or like any of our staff if you have questions about that. I'm really sorry to hear about the video stuff, but yes, we will definitely be sure to make sure that you have like the voice acting training that helps you and that fits with the things that you want to learn, because we want to make sure that we're helping everyone with their voice acting needs.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for
So
that.
does it matter if the membership like runs out at all, or?
No, we will definitely make sure that we can like that we can put you on the right track to the kind of training that you need.
Okay. So I could just ask, like, text Raj about this if I needed to.
Yes, I think like you can send an email our way. I think there should be a way to contact through like the
Yes, email and then the number. It worked for me. So it's like I said, never feel afraid to reach out to him. Never feel afraid to reach out to I put my Instagram on there, and never feel afraid to do that right there because we're here to help each other out, and that's what it is right there. We're not gonna say, "Oh, you figure this out by yourself." No, it's like because if we don't tell you about the resources, then you're not learning anything. And I get how you feel. It's like you don't want just videos, you want hands-on experience, and that's why I'm here. And that's what I said right there. It's like, just figure out a time of day to schedule something between you and Raj or Austin, and then figure out a time of day. Like, we do have the classes on there, and since you are a member, you do get those classes right there. So never forget about that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just like I said, the membership is, I think it's almost done because we paid for it like a while ago. I think it's almost been a year. So
Right.
I'm just wondering if like.
So, Kaylin,
think-
quick question. How much money do you have in your account?
That seems
How much money
like
do
a
you
kind
have?
of personal question.
That's kind of a
person.
That's a personal question.
Such things,
Oh,
but yeah.
sorry.
Oh, no,
Save
you're
your
good.
money if you want to go pay the membership because it's gonna be overdue.
Well-
Sorry about a personal question, Kaylin.
It's, yeah.
Is that your
It's
name,
okay.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Save your money if you want to pay a next membership. Otherwise, they'll just kick you out.
Okay.
No.
So even if the membership runs out, I could still ask for voice acting help, like even if I'm not part of it, or is it like you have
can
to
always ask them for like consulting on that
consulting or
thing,
like
Absolutely.
one-on-one?
Yes, and
That's
then
possible.
you can always use Afterpay, you can use Klarna, you can use PayPal, so that way you don't have to overstress. And I usually use
Well,
Afterpay or Klarna. I use
got
Afterpay.
I got PayPal, JC.
Yeah, I was talking to him.
Oh, sorry, not me. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Afterpay or Klarna is very good right there. So that's why I say, don't feel bad about that.
All right. Okay, so yeah, I might just reach out. I'm not sure when the membership ends, but if that doesn't matter at all, I will reach out. Is there like a main email, or I could email Austin or something, or is there like a main email I should email about this specific thing, or?
I think probably the email I believe it's info@strawberryhillmusic.com. I can check that for you right now. Yes, it should. You should be able to contact info@strawberryhillmusic.com, and we will get you like into maybe some sort of like consulting meeting to know the steps that you can take on your voice acting journey from there.
Okay, I will email about questions, but that was pretty much it.
Yeah, thank you.
So just even if the membership runs out, I'll be okay. Even if I'm like it's passed or whatever, I can't have it. I could still ask for one-on-one classes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're always
that
here
was
to
all.
help.
That was mostly the main thing, but that was it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. We're very.
You're welcome,
thankful
Kale.
for your question. Because we're always happy to like hear feedback on how best to support the voice acting community.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you to everyone else who attended as well. I hope you have a wonderful day and follow your voice acting dreams, everyone.
Thank
you.
you.
Likewise.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Bye.
All right, see ya. I guess.
All right. Have a good one.
Bye. Thanks.
All right,
You too.
all right, thanks, Nick, JC, and
Mhm.
Scarlett.
Yeah, it was really
Have a
nice
good
to
one.
have you on the stream.
You're welcome.